Hello and welcome to the Marley Bird YouTube channel, brought to you by Red Heart Yarns. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the Destiny textured cowl. This is a great project. Whether you're 9 or 99, you're going to love the softness of this chenille yarn. This is squishy and fun. This intermediate cowl project is a free pattern over on redheart.com. I'm going to put a link to it right down there in the video notes. And while you're down there, please go ahead and smash that like button so that other people know that you enjoyed this video. Once you have your pattern and your materials, join me back here and I'm going to show you how to make this really great cowl. This cowl is an intermediate project, meaning you should know how to chain, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and all of that good stuff before you begin. This entire cowl is made of front post and back post double crochet. So once you finish your chain 3 and double crochet the entire row, the following rows are completed with front post double crochets and back post double crochets. I'm going to show you how to work those now. As you look down here at my swatch, you can see I went ahead and I changed colors for this sample. I did a really beautiful gray color and then I went into this really beautiful jade color, and I'm getting ready to start with the pink. The reason I've done this is I want you to be able to see how the stitches begin to look as you're working them. So I'm going to start here with the pink, and I'm beginning with my chain 3. So it's as if I'm starting a row 2. So I've went ahead and I've chained 3 and I'm getting ready to start with my stitch pattern. Now it says here that the chain 3 is going to count as a stitch now and throughout. So I'm not going to do anything into that first stitch below my chain 3. But now I'm going to start in with my front post double crochet. So I yarn over my hook and I'm going to come down here to this front or to this stitch, and I'm going to work a front post double crochet. For a front post double crochet, you go into the right side of the stitch, go around and come out the back side of the stitch, yarn over, and then follow that same path back. Go back and come back this way. So I have 3 loops on my hook and I complete it just like a regular double crochet. Let's do that again. I yarn over, go into the right side of the next stitch and come out the left side. So I have the actual post stitch resting on my hook. Yarn over, come out and back, and I complete my double crochet. The next stitch says that I need to do a back post double crochet. So I yarn over my hook, come to the back of my work, come into the right side of that post, over top, and come back to the back, yarn over and follow that same path. So I went there, and then I come back up, and I have 3 loops on my hook, and I complete my double crochet. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So I come into the back, to the right side, over top, back to the left side, yarn over, come back that same path, and complete my double crochet. 1 more time. Come to the back, yarn over, reach back, yarn over, and complete. You see that? Now I'm to my 3 front post double crochets. So I'm going to complete these just like before. And one thing I want you to notice here is I am putting my front post double crochets on top of back post double crochets from the previous row. Let me show you what I mean. So I just finished my 3 front post double crochets. Now I need to do 3 back post double crochets. But notice how those 3 double crochets, post double crochets from the row below, they look like front post double crochets, and I know that because I don't have this nice ridge. If that ridge was there, those would be back post. And I am going to do a back post on top of these front posts. So that is a little clue for you if you ever start to lose your place and not know where you are. You will put back post double crochets on top of front post double crochets and front post double crochets on top of back post double crochets. So right here, I just did my 3 back. I'm going to do my 3 front. Notice I'm looking at back post double crochets. Perfect. And I go on down the row just like this. Now I'm going to work to the end of the row, and I'm going to show you how I do the very last stitch of the row. I'm to the last stitch of the row, and it says that I'm supposed to finish off with a front post double crochet around this last one. Well, there really isn't a post stitch, right? Because there's just a chain 3. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just finish my row with a double crochet, just like that. Okay, I went right into the whole space and just finished my double crochet. Now row 3 is actually just a repeat of row 2. So I will chain 3 and I will turn my work, and you could turn your work or chain 3, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to go ahead and I jump in, and I start off with my first 2 stitches being front post double crochet. And my little sample holds true where I'm looking at back post, remember, because we have this nice little ridge, and I'm going to work a front post. So that really helps you make sure that you are in the correct part of the stitch pattern as you're working along. And what that's also going to do is give you this really nice kind of rigid look for the entire cowl. So I'm going to set this down and let's take a look at what I mean. You can see these nice ridges right there, right? You see those ridges? They look like horizontal ridges, and then we have the vertical post going on. And those are created by doing the front post double crochets and the back post double crochets. Whenever we do a back post double crochet, we get a ridge on that portion of the work, okay? And when we do a front post double crochet, we don't have a ridge on this side, but if I were to hold that same stitch and flip it over, there's my ridge on that side. It's just the opposite look. It's very similar to knits and purls in knitting. So if you're a knitter, this is one way to think about it, is that when you're doing a front post double crochet, it's like you're knitting and you're putting that purl on the opposite side. And when you're doing a back post double crochet, it's like you're purling and putting the knit on the opposite side. As you carry on with this pattern, you'll notice that these ridge patterns will create a nice diagonal. So as you're going along, if for some reason you accidentally got off pattern, your little diagonal won't be there. You won't have the nice spacing between your horizontal lines and your vertical post going along. So you'll be able to rip back and fix your work. I will caution you from ripping out this yarn too much because it will begin to fray the chenille. So if you notice that your yarn is beginning to be frayed quite a bit because you've ripped out so often, go ahead and cut the yarn and start past the point where you have ripped out in the yarn itself and start fresh. It will just make your project so super nice. This particular cowl is about 9 inches wide, and you make it until it measures about 65 inches long. Then you just seam the ends together so you have a nice really long loop, and you can twist it and put it on your neck and have a really great cowl. As I said at the start of this video, this is perfect for a 9-year-old or a 99-year-old. So go ahead, grab your yarn, grab your hook, and jump in and make this super cute Destiny textured cowl. Please hit subscribe so you're up to date whenever there's a new Marley Bird video released, and smash that like button, as my kids say. Talk to you soon. Bye guys.